A pleasure to meet y'all at last. Here we are again with another somewhat big project that I have been working on for quite some time. Another Hot Wheels Hilarity layout shoutouts video. This took me almost 2 months just to perfect. With the film, the editing, everything else that I've done so far, this has probably been one of the biggest, longest projects that I had to put together. We got a lot of cars here on this particular layout that does involve plenty of inversions and stunts, and so I'm pretty much just looking forward to seeing plenty of excitement around here. We got such models that are both realistic and models that are from the fantasy lineup from many years. We got ourselves a school bus there. We got ourselves Speed Shark right here. We got ourselves Speed Dozer. We've got plenty of models that are from the realistic lineup and ones that are from the fantasy lineup in general, really. Just to try to even the odds out right here. We're also going to be using this launcher here, which I've used many times, and this tray on the side can be used to put in multiple cars, but unfortunately, as I've said many times, I will not be using that tray on the side to load multiple cars into. I will just be putting them in one at a time. And so, let's get started, shall we? The first car that I'm going to be using is Speed Shark. Oh no. Not even better. Last chance. Well, you made it a lot further. So you did pretty good there. Porsche 934.5. And as you can see here, it appears that the Porsche 934.5 does not really fit into the launcher, and so I'm going to do a pushing technique. It didn't even make it around the spiral, so I'm just going to bring it back and try again. That was its second chance, and so if the Porsche 934.5 doesn't do better, then I'm just going to have to leave it there. Well, right there in the spiral, that's where your spot is, and so there you go. Next up we have Tube Up. Oh, not even around the spiral. At least it fits in the launcher though. That's how we can tell I don't have to push it. It didn't even do any ways better than the last time it went around the spiral. So, here we go, last chance. And right in the spiral, just like the Porsche 934.5. Here comes the Dodge Charger drift car. Oh, what's happening? Is the Dodge Charger drift also going to end up in the spiral like those two there? I don't know. It could even go further. Let's find out. Second chance. Oh, went into the spiral again. So, let's try one more time. If it doesn't do any better, then, well, I'm just going to have to leave it in the spiral, just like those two. Well, I didn't reset the kicker loop, so I'm just going to give the Dodge Charger drift car one last chance. Oh, but not even better than the last time. So, right there, on that spot where the first kicker loop is, that's where the Dodge Charger drift car ultimately ended up in, but it didn't even trigger the loop. 2008 Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution. And would you look at that, our first car makes it to the end. Here comes the Hot Wheels High school bus. I forgot to reset the kicker loop again, so let's give it another chance. Oh man, it fell through the spiral just like those other three that are in the spiral currently. So let's try it again. stuck in the spiral again. What is happening here? There's a little pattern going on in which that one car makes it down and a bunch of other cars are getting stuck in the spiral. Last chance. Oh, made it to the third kicker loop, but wasn't fast enough to trigger it. So that's its spot right there, right next to it. Perfect speed. Alright, loading into the launcher, and, well, looks like the tip of its tail in the back seems to be pressing up against the wall of the launcher, so it's a little too high for the launcher. And so, let's see if it can go backwards. Looks like that might be the only way it's going to work. If we're going to use the launcher for it, that is. Oh, you did good there. Oh, okay. Same spot. Last chance. Alright then, that's its spot over there. Gazella R. Gazella R goes all the way. Lancia Stratos. At least they made it past the spiral. Oh, I got a little further this time. Last chance. Just went a little bit further than perfect speed. Speed dozer. Oh, fell off. Second chance. Fell off the track again after the spiral. Here we go, last chance. You're out of here. 89 Volkswagen Golf. I've used it before, so let's see how well it does in this track. Oh no, messed up in the first loop. And the Golf does great in this layout. 67 Pontiac Firebird. And the Firebird makes it. HW50 concept. Now you were just flying. You made it to the end, too. Volkswagen New Beetle. Oh, and just like some of the others, you just don't even want to fit into the launcher. So, of course, we're going to have to give you the old pushing technique like I did with the Porsche 934.5. And so, you didn't even make it past a third of the spiral. Oh, you only went halfway around the spiral that time. Last chance. Nope. Just like those other three there, that's your spot right there in the spiral. Porsche 917. Oh, and you don't want to fit into the launcher either. Well, this is quite a strain. Got lots of cars that don't want to fit into the launcher. Only halfway around the spiral. That is crazy. Almost went through the whole spiral. Let's try this again. Oh, and just like the New Beetle and all the other three there, you're right there. Ultra Rage. Get set, go. And you go all the way. 71 Dodge Challenger. Oh. And you go all the way. Excellent work. There you go. Bulbomatic. Nice work. Eruption. You landed in a spiral just like those cars, so let's try this again. You made it further that time. Last chance. Oh no. 84 Audi Quattro. Messed up in the loop. Oh, okay. You only ended up as far as the middle of the spiral that time. One more time. Oh, okay. I pressed down hard enough, the Audi is going to flip, and it's going to end in nowhere else but the spiral. And it just happened again. Maybe I shouldn't hit it harder like that. But anyways, that's how far you went. Growler. And you made it all the way. Side Ripper. And you messed up in the first loop? What was that? Just flipped out as soon as I pushed down on the trigger. At least you're consistent. 38 Phantom Corsair. Go. Second chance. You only went as far as the spiral. That's not good at all. Let's do this one more time. Oh, only in the first loop. And finally, we have ourselves the 2010 Pro Stock Camaro. Oh no. Also went up into the spiral. And I think I know why. That's because that piece right there in the back, as well as the fact that it's low to the ground in most places, that's what's causing it to drag mostly in the curves. Oh, it flipped upside down as soon as it entered the spiral. But I might only be able to put you in through one more shot in this layout. Go. Alright then, it looks like that wraps it up. So the 2010 Camaro gets to sit right there. There you have it. Out of all cars, we got 6 that are sitting right here in the spiral, including Tomb Up and the Volkswagen New Beetle. They just could not really handle these high-speed curves here because of the drags. Speed Dozer only made it as far as the spiral and then down the hill. Whereas we got 3 over here, including the 38 Phantom Corsair that messed up in the first kicker loop. Eruption made it past the first kicker loop, but only made it to as far as this curve right here. And we got Perfect Speed and Lancia Stratos that messed up in this second kicker loop. Here in the third kicker loop, we got the Hot Wheels High School Bus and Speed Shark that all messed up here. They were pretty close. Whereas all of the others here, we got 9 cars that made it to the end, including the HW50 Concept, Gazella R, Growler, and the 71 Dodge Challenger. So give a big thumbs up to that, because that's some pretty darn good progress here. But anyways, though, I hope that you enjoyed this part of Hot Wheels Hilarity. This was quite a project that I intended on working on, so I hope that you gave me some constant support, and I hope that you really praise this piece of work.